Hello everyone, be very welcome to another AI educational content. This time I present to you something I wanted to show you for some time, the 7 patterns of AI. I've been wanting to make this for a while. I've shared a preview in LinkedIn 1 week or so ago, and now it's time for you to learn how every single AI product you touch, run, reflect one of those patterns and the mix of them. Here are the 7 patterns. You will see in the end, by the end of this presentation, that most of the products and services that you use and consume in a daily basis already use AI and were using for some years, even before ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini. These patterns and framework comes from a company called Cognilytica. It's part of their project management in AI framework, and now you can obtain the certification in the Project Management Institute. 7 patterns that cover basically everything AI does today. I'm walking through all 7 one at a time, and I will show you real company, real numbers, so you can actually place this next time you are using an app or service. Let's go to the first one. Hyper-Personalization. This is a system building a profile of one person. You specifically and adjusting to that over time. So basically your preferences and your behaviors. It doesn't do like before that sorts you in a bucket with people like you. Let's say videos recommended to you if you are French and you are between 25-30 years. Now, every single service that uses hyper-personalization will have a specific set of advices and recommendations based on your very specific preferences. We have 2 companies that does it very well. We have Netflix, does this with what shows up on your home screen, which they call recommendation engine, and Spotify does it as well with their Discovery Weekly. Here's what that looks like on an actual Netflix account. If you click on My Netflix, you will see just recommendation specific to you. And also there is a number behind it. Netflix says that 80% of what people watch comes from this recommendation engine. Also, Netflix has said that saves them over $1 billion a year just from people not canceling. So here, I think the powerful number is 80% and 1 billion. And it really shows the value of having a powerful, tailored, and very specific use case for AI well implemented. And when everyone speaks about how AI can change the world, in certain company service, it was already changing. Now we go to the second pattern, recognition. A machine identifying what's inside an image, a sound, or a piece of text. For example, a face, an object, a word. Probably in your day-to-day, you already do with Google or Apple using their phones. One use case is the Face ID. When you unlock your phone or a card payment with your face, this is a recognition pattern of AI. Also, Apple identifies and classifies images using this recognition pattern, and Google Photos does it by sorting your library by who's actually in the picture. So for example, if you go to your photos library and you search beach, it's gonna show you all the images where there is a beach. So I think it's very interesting to know. This Apple's own Photos app doing exactly that, what I just mentioned, grouping people and pets automatically. And also there is a number behind it, straight from Apple's own machine learning research, which also I do recommend to have a read because it's very interesting. It generates a face embedding entirely on device in under 4 milliseconds. So you cannot really imagine 4 milliseconds, but it's basically live. Everything gets classified on your library. So it just shows how the speed of the technology that AI just is able to process. Now the third one, conversation and human interaction. Machines that talk with you the way a person would. So basically, we are speaking here like ChatGPT is the one that everyone knows. And also Claude from Anthropic is the same idea. It's probably the assistant that helped me put this video together, if I have to be honest. I'm a big fan of Claude. He's winning the enterprise race. But for this example, I will show you, a very simple screenshot that everyone knows, the ChatGPT. Why? Because it's the one that have more individual users. So basically, not much to talk. I think everyone also used or the AI assistant in multiple websites. I have also implemented an AI assistant in my current company, Moonfair, AI Luna, and here is just a ChatGPT actual interface. And I think that what the real value that I want to explain, it's the number that is just wild, the scale of adoption. So 900 million weekly active users. And this date was used from February this year. So imagine that we have a tool with the adoption was so high that we have 900 million weekly using this tool. That's just insane. Now we go to the fourth, predictive analytics and decision, using past data to predict what happens next. So a person or a system makes a better judgment, better call, better decision. UPS and also Amazon does that with their optimized routing to save fuel, to be quicker in delivery, and overall improves their operational costs. UPS has their Orion routing software, and also Uber do use AI for this particular pattern with surge pricing. And search pricing is what you see in this screenshot. Used mostly also in the US, there is this search pricing, but from time to time, if things are busy, also you can see it in Europe. But basically, Uber's own engineers says that their dispatch algorithm generate more than 30 million match predictions every single minute. And this is like, if there is high demand in a specific day for whatever reason, holiday, New Year's, and everyone is ordering a Uber, then the algorithm will start seeing what is the best price that people will usually accept based on past data, and doing the best match predictions, even at a user level. So if I'm someone that will just accept a €1 increase, but they will just give me €1 increase, but someone else that is usually accepting €2 increase, they will get a €2 increase. So always try to not accept high values. That's my recommendation for this one. Fifth, goal-driven systems. These ones are very powerful, but also more complicated to implement. You give the system a goal, and it learns the best way to reach it through trial and error. That's one of the way for learning in the machine learning world. One of the best examples is in DeepMind's AlphaZero. DeepMind is one of the biggest and even pioneers company in AI. And AlphaZero was a system that they just give them the rule of how to play chess and Go. I guess Go not everyone knows, but it's one of the most complex games because there is just so much possibilities to win the game. But if we go to chess, that is more popular, and you give the rules, no knowledge whatsoever, and he self-learn until he has perfected the game. And this is what the training looks like. I tried to get a screenshot to give you a little understanding. It run games against itself over and over, and the number that actual still is a bit wild for me is that 9 hours is the time of training. That's how long it took AlphaZero to train up and beat the reigning world champion chess engine back then, by 155 wins to 6 out of 1,000 games. So I believe it was Stockfish, the name. So I don't have it here on my notes. But it's just wild how technology was just surpassing everyone and everything, and there is not even a human that can beat a machine in chess. And that was a great debate before, because everyone was saying that the grandmasters and chess was unique to humans and this kind of reasoning. And now in this new advanced training, it shows that no, actually machines can be better than humans certain things, including chess. Now we go to the sixth pattern, autonomous systems. So it's a system getting a task done or interacting with the world with little to no human involvement. One thing you can already see and experiment if you have a Tesla, you can rent one. It's the Tesla's autopilot. You go to the highway, there's autopilot feature, and you can just don't have your hands on the driving wheel and it will go by itself. Also, an example that I want to bring, it's iRobot's Roomba. And basically it's the cleaning robots that, you know, all those robots, circular robots that everyone already starts using it, that you put at your place. It scans your entire flat and it just do the cleaning. So this is one of those brands and it is an autonomous system. Here's an example. This is an actual Roomba cleaning report where it maps the floor plan and everything else. So the system is so good, and also you can see why it was effective. So first of all, the system was so good because more than 15 million of these were sold worldwide. So it shows the success. And what was one of the reasons of the success was not only they use autonomous system pattern of AI, but also the use case was very narrow. The use case is not something like Tesla that want to make a complete car driving by itself in everywhere, which is extremely hard. But they just close the use case to a point that is only your flat that they need to map and the system cleans. That's it. And yeah, that's how they make the company successful. And finally, the last one, the seventh pattern, which is indeed called pattern and anomaly detection. So spotting what's normal versus what isn't and identify the extremes or exceptions or clear in a big range of data, in a sea of data. Visa, MasterCard is being using this pattern for fraud. Visa being doing this since 1993. So again, I'm giving you a date just to show it's the year I was born and to show that back then they were already using AI. So this exists since a very long time. I mean, it's just an image that I found online, but it just reflects the fraud detection technology where they leverage AI to identify those transactions. This is a kind of alert that shows up once it catches something. And again, the number also backs up the system. Visa's AI-powered detection prevented an estimated $40 billion in fraud in a single year. So you can see the amount of money that was prevented by using this AI system. So this is the very end of this educational content. That's all the 7 patterns: hyper-personalization, recognition, conversation, predictive analytics, goal-driven systems, autonomous system, and pattern and anomaly detection. So most AI products aren't just one of those. Sometimes there are 2 or 3 stuck together. But next time you use an app or you consume one of the services, you will feel that it just gets you that you understand that now what is the technology that is behind it. And I think knowing why is one of the most important to understand the impact that this technology can have. Thank you so much for having time for this one, and see you.